All right. Welcome into the Paul Farrington Show. Paul joined by Jack Weinberger and Robert Ziggy Ziegler at the University of Virginia. Producer Zach Bloomquist, the best executive producer in the game, is with us. Hey, how about Zach?
Finally.
How about Zach on camera? He shows up. He's on time.
Look like the Geico caveman right
The caveman here. Yep. We have a live audience with our good friend Andrew Keenan is here. Andrew, who used to be on the show. Andrew, thanks for stopping by here on a week one Packers Eagles kick off the NFL season. It's in Sao Paulo, Brazil. It's gonna be a lot of fun tonight, and we've been trying to do it live for quite a while now, and we finally got to it. Like, what was the last one we had? The 49ers Packers NFC Championship game,
playoff game. Yeah,
it's
got
been
a lot of viewers though.
It's been a while since we've gone live. Can everyone? Let's just check here. Can everyone in the chat? Can you guys see us? Can you hear us? I want to make sure that everybody is seeing us before we do this. Again, we're not a professional operation here. We do the best that we can to get things going.
The first comment we see is King Zach.
King Zach. Yep. Hopefully it's going live right now. Yeah, there we go. We are live. All right.
We are live
because you could hear Jack's audio.
Yeah, there you go.
So we hope everyone's having a great day so far. Friday night. It's kind of weird having football on a Friday night, having to work a little bit. But I mean, at the end of the day, it is Friday. So cheers up.
Cheers. It's kind of weird. It's 6 p.m. on a Friday. I'm not totally hammered yet, but.
So we have a really fun episode today. We're going to talk all about the Packers-Eagles games, most important matchup to watch, the matchups we're most looking forward to. Of course, at the end of the show, we're going to have a live Jack Cap of the Week. Jack's going to give you a surefire lock, right, for gambling this weekend. You're feeling confident?
This is a guarantee.
A guarantee.
I've never been more confident about a pick in my life.
Jack said he had a crazy sign today, so hopefully that sign comes true for everyone. So let's start off. Ziggy, the Packers are kicking off this season tonight. We're sort of excited and anxious at the same time. Excited because we have so many Packers fans. It's awesome seeing everyone right here in the chat. It's counts going up right now. At the same time, though, it's a little bit disheartening because we're expecting Jordan Love to have a big night tonight, and this could be just validation of what we fear, that last year's final 10 games, it was not just a spark, a lightning in a bottle, that Jordan Love is on track to be a superstar quarterback. So, Ziggy, tonight, what are you most excited for? And I'll also give you the option, nervous for.
Real quick before Ziggy's talks.
No, I gotta say, first of all,
yes, okay.
We gotta shout out J.K. Zarada,
yes.
Our #1 supporter, probably just gifted 10 memberships.
Yes, sir.
Incredibly generous. And if people want, they can use those memberships to join the Paul Farrington Show Pick'em League. Get a chance to compete for prizes every week, just about. Not every week, but by the end of the season, you can get a Paul Farrington Show merch bundle. There'll be t-shirt giveaways. We just want to say thank you, J.K. Zarada. You are always a big
applause right there.
JK's our guy. Like, I feel like he's he's like the first or second fan in our mailbags too to ask a question like every single week, right?
Oh, it's awesome. It's awesome. I love seeing that.
He's our guy.
So Ziggy, what are you most
excited for?
Or nervous?
I mean, I think I'm putting on my Packers fan cap here and pretending to be a Packers fan. What's the most exciting thing?
No.
I think it's got to be seeing what this Green Bay Packers defense is going to do, and in particular, how the play style is going to be different, right? I mean, the fact is, with the Green Bay Packers, the reason you're bringing in Jeff Hafley is because you weren't satisfied with how aggressive things were last season. You add in the fact that last year, the secret to beating Jalen Hurts was zero blitzing him every chance you get. This could be a huge opportunity for the Packers to show that they're a new defense.
Awesome. The new defense. And Zach, could you slide up the volume a little bit on the on Ziggy's microphone, if you can, a little bit, just so people can hear him? You could do it on the StreamYards as well, underneath there, where the volume is. Yeah, the Jeff Hafley defense, I think that's what most Packers fans are going to be paying attention to tonight, is as much as attention as there has been on Jordan Love and the receivers and Josh Jacobs. There's so many offensive pieces to look at and be excited for if you're a Packer fan. But the defense here is what, in my opinion, what's really going to guide them and determine their fate this season. If that defense can step up to another level, now we're talking about what should be a feared Super Bowl contender, and you don't really have a much better opponent than in Week 1 than the Eagles' offense.
Before I say what I'm most excited for, is that really true? Like, nobody's gonna wear green? Like,
no, they're wearing green.
No,
I was gonna say,
that's
okay,
not
okay.
true.
Okay, because what I'm like most excited for, like, not talking about the game itself, is trying to decipher.
Don't say it,
trying to
Jack.
decipher like who's rooting for who. Like, it'll be a sea of green, right? It's like, is this person in a Packers jersey, an Eagles jersey? Like, what's the crowd? 50-50, 60-40? I mean, it'll be tough to tell.
There is a part of me that's also
Right?
like the whole Brazil thing, going to Brazil and playing. The reactions from fans and media people who are down there, you can't use X because it's banned in the. It's like all of this is kind of a funny side story going on here. It's like I think AJ Brown was on an interview. He's like, "What are we doing here?" It's kind of funny.
We get an Jack in the comments.
It's the first of many, probably the first of many.
What I am most excited for. Also, by the way, before let me just. I'll make my pick.
Oh, no.
I'll get back on the good side, baby. I'll get back on the good side of these
That's
fans.
horrendous.
I'll get back on the good side of these fans of this cheesehead, baby.
That's disgusting.
The Packers are a dog too, which is pretty outrageous.
I can't believe that that's in my house right now. Cheesehead. Oh.
I'm excited to see Saquon Barkley. I mean, these fans, you guys know, I've said it a million times. I'm not a massive running back guy. I don't think it's a super important position, and I get heat for that. But Saquon Barkley has been the person to just totally put my take to bed. We've seen him on the Giants.
Not Christian McCaffrey.
No, Barkley's better than McCaffrey. But we've seen him on the Giants with nobody blocking for him, putting up these insane numbers, being literally the engine, an entire offense for a team, single-handedly winning them games. And now he's on one of the better offenses in football. I want to see Saquon Barkley tonight in this Philly offense with these other good players around him for the first time in his career.
Yeah, I've been generally a big Saquon fan as well from his rookie year. Just how everyone knows when you have someone in fantasy, you just kind of become attached to them a little bit, especially when you take a flyer. And when Saquon was a rookie, he was supposed to be great, but I rolled the dice on him in the first round, and he was just awesome. So I've always kind of liked him since then. And for him to now be part of this offense who's the best player Saquon's ever played with offensively, probably? Was he there? Was he there with OBJ?
With Odell,
did that link up maybe for a season? Because if OBJ wasn't there, and maybe someone in the chat knows,
it was legit Sterling Shepard. Probably it was probably Golden Tate or Sterling Shepard.
Yeah, who's Barkley's best offensive weapon or player that he's played with has been?
He had Odell. Because
Did he have Odell?
Odell threw him a pass. Yeah,
oh yeah. Okay, so he had OBJ, but that was like very brief the time that they overlapped. I mean, now you take your pick between AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, Jalen Hurts. I mean, there's so many. That offensive line. I know Jason Kelsey's gone, but will you take that off your head for crying out loud?
Are you kidding me? Our freaking fans are watching us. They love this.
This is horrendous.
Justin wants Paul to put it on.
No way.
Yeah, I'll put it on for you.
I do not want that on my head. We have bets in. Like if the Packers win the Super Bowl or something, I'll wear the cheese.
I also hate Philly. They're on the wrong side of the state. Like I'm a Steelers
that's a good
guy.
Point. I really don't like the Eagles much.
Yeah,
either.
I'm a Steelers guy,
but not as much as I dislike the Packers. Ziggy, what do you think? Saquon Barkley tonight. You pumped up to watch him here?
I'm pumped up to see both of these running backs. Honestly, I mean, Saquon Barkley has a world of talent. So does Josh Jacobs, and the opportunity to see these guys and what they can do in their offenses. Again, I mean, like Jack said, right? Oftentimes running backs don't make a huge difference, but we're not talking about getting like Dante Foreman off the waivers here, right? We're talking about bringing in some of the best players at their position in the league, guys who are receiving threats, guys who are home run threats. And yeah, I mean, I do want to see what they're able to do, particularly because I know I keep saying this, but in the preseason, the Eagles were doing so many different things with their offense. I want to see what they're able to do.
Okay, and in the chat right now, let us know in the chat who you're most excited to see in this game, whether it's Packers or the Eagles. If you want to see Jaden Reed, if you want to see Christian Watson playing tonight, Josh Jacobs, could be someone on the Eagles, Saquon Barkley, whoever it is. I mean, Quinion Mitchell's going to play a really important role tonight too in his debut as a rookie in the Philadelphia secondary. So let's know in the chat right now who you're most excited for watching tonight. Here's a good Eagles fans booed Santa Claus. It is really hard to root for the Eagles. But I mean, guys, come on! Like Vikings fans, you can't. We can't.
It's the Dirty Birds. They're on the wrong side of the state.
Yeah,
I can't pull for them either. I don't like the Eagles. Ever since they had what's that guy number 5, McNabb? I didn't like McNabb.
That's how far back you go.
Yeah, I've rooted against them for years. Zach, I want to shout out Zach, producer Zach. Zach, you said your lock tonight is Christian Watson anytime TD, right?
Mm-hmm.
What is that? Plus 210?
Yeah.
Well, Zach hit last night as well.
He hit last
Pacheco,
night. Yeah, he had
right?
Pacheco.
I hit with Pacheco.
He doesn't lose those. I'm going to ride Watson.
Producer Zach is scrambling to try and find ways to turn up Ziggy's microphone as chats come in.
Yeah,
Volume up, Ziggy. Volume up, Ziggy.
We're getting these chats.
You might be able to on your mic, Ziggy, hit volume up. There should be.
It's at max gain. The mic is at max gain. It is about 6 inches from my mouth. I mean, I can move it closer, but like this is as much as we can do.
Well, let us know in the chat if Ziggy's audio is getting better. We'll try and work on that as we go through. Again, remember, this is not a professional. This is not a professional podcast. We lack sponsorships for reasons here.
A lot of comments are loving Josh Jacobs tonight.
Well, yeah,
I understand why.
You know, between Jacobs and Xavier McKinney, I bet a lot of Packers fans. Josh Jacobs, the offensive guy, everyone wants to see him play. But in terms of importance to the team, Xavier McKinney's debut in Green Bay has been something that Packers fans have been begging for a safety for a while now. And I actually had a dream. This is horrendous. I had a dream last night that Xavier McKinney was just fantastic tonight. I woke up. It was a nightmare, actually. That's frankly what it was. I woke up as like Xavier McKinney was like a Defensive Player of the Year front runner. That was legitimately my dream last night.
I told you I had a dream the Packers were in the Super Bowl. They just lost to the Jets by 80. Remember I told you that it was like 80-20 final. I'm like, wait, what is this?
So Ziggy, let me Andrew's a Jets fan.
Andrew's in the background. It was. I wake up. I'm like, wait a minute, is this the best team in the world?
Ziggy, let's go over to you now, and hopefully your microphone. We'll see how it works here. Let us know in the comments if Ziggy's mic sounds a little bit better, or else I guess just turn up the volume. That's what we're gonna have to do. Ziggy, the most important matchup tonight. We talked about guys we're excited to see, but what is the most important matchup? Green Bay versus Philly.
I mean, I think it's hard not to look at the most important matchup being the Packers defense versus the Eagles offense. And in particular, because we're watching Saquon Barkley, Quay Walker is going to have to step up and play really well today. The Packers, if you listen to the offseason, they've been asking more and more from him throughout the whole season, throughout the whole offseason. He's trying to make that big year 3 step up, and he's going to be taxed tonight, right? If you're going and playing Saquon Barkley, you have to be on your game. You've got to be able to tackle him. You have to be able to cover him in pass coverage. He's going to be asked to do a lot tonight. And I think watching that matchup, that's what I'm most excited to see. And I think it's going to be, if the Packers can solve that, they will solve the Saquon Barkley problem. If you solve the Saquon Barkley problem, you can be aggressive on Jalen Hurts. If you can be aggressive on Jalen Hurts, you can stop the pass game. If you can stop the pass game, you win.
Amen.
Yeah, see, I get that. I'd go a little bit different route for the most important matchup. I'm gonna go, and I think this is one that Packers fans in general will probably agree with. The Green Bay secondary versus the Eagles receivers. How many better trios are there in the NFL than A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, and I guess you throw in Jahan Dotson there now? I mean, first round talent.
I can think of a better trio.
I can think of a better trio.
No, but how many? There's not a lot better than that.
Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison, literally any NFL player.
Pickens, Roman Wilson, and Pat Freiermuth.
Oh God. But that's so the Philadelphia receivers versus this Green Bay secondary. Jair was banged up for a lot of last season. I believe he only played in 7 games. You have Stokes playing tonight, and then 2 new safeties. Xavier McKinney should be great, but Javon Bullard in his debut as well. Jalen Hurts, how does he attack that secondary? And how is the Packer defense going to react? If Saquon gets going, are you going to leave one of those guys, an A.J. Brown or Devontae Smith, on an island? That's a dangerous game you're playing. It's playing with fire with this Philadelphia offense.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what's a dangerous game here is Todd Nesbitt coming in and giving $10 to pin Todd from Detroit. Go Lions, go.
Oh, Jake.
He thought it was all Packers fans watching this show.
Jake wants a sip of my beer. Here, Jake. Here.
Cheers. Pour one out for Jake.
I'm pouring out for you.
Not in the Notre Dame helmet.
Go. No, pour it on the cheese head. Paul, I'm going the total opposite of you. I think it's the new look Philly secondary against the young stud-filled Green Bay Packers wide receiver room.
Stud. Please elaborate.
Christian Watson, Jaden Reed, my fantasy dog, who I believe was a steal. There's been so much hype around these guys for so long. The way they finished the year was truly incredible. Jordan Love and these guys growing up together, there was chemistry, they were clicking, and the whole world is curious to see what they're going to be tonight. How do they leave off? Is it going to pick up where they left off? Will it take a bit? This Philly secondary last year was also horrendous. Like one of the worst in the league. One of the most underwhelming teams I've seen in a long time, Philly secondary. what they were supposed to be versus what they were. I want to see this four young, fast receivers in Green Bay, where they're at compared to a new look Philly secondary, which is looking to get better from last year. They imploded.
Well, Bradbury's out for this game too, so you have Darius Slay, former coworker Darius Slay, who
Really?
who's coming. Yeah, actually, yeah. Coming off a pretty bad season, so you want to bounce back there. C.J. Gardner-Johnson's returning after his 1 year in Detroit. And then I'm excited to see the rookies like Cooper DeJean, Quinion Mitchell. They're going to get a lot of playing time in this game. I think DeJean will. I haven't seen too much on how much his involvement will be in this first game here. But yeah, that's another great example of a matchup that'll be important. And what's so fun for both Eagles fans and Packers fans is with the new look defenses, if either of them come out and shut down a very good Packer offense or a very good Philly offense, which I don't think any of us expect, but that's like the biggest win you could possibly have this year, is to see your defense come out in week 1 and just look awesome against one of the league's best offenses. That's what I'd be pumped for.
I want to ask our buddy Jake a question. What kind of beer he's opening up tonight? he just said I'm cracking open a beer soon. I want to know what type.
Yeah, what's everyone drinking during the game?
What's everyone drinking tonight?
Spotted Cows, maybe?
Yes. That's probably a big one. Sports bars. You're going to the game. Like, where are you guys going? Fill us in.
Going to the game. You going to Brazil?
Oh, shit, I forgot. Well, maybe. I mean, you never know.
I did say that they're in Brazil watching us right now.
Yeah, you never know.
Stadium.
Oh, someone's in Brazil right now? That's pretty awesome.
You going to the game? What sports bars you watching at?
Oh, Patrick Cortaz with a great point here. Hit the like button, please, everyone. Yeah, people, it's funny that, like, I'm technically hosting this show, and I'm the one who's, like, completely forgetting, please hit the like button, please subscribe. Thank you for the donation here. So thank you, everybody, for picking up where I'm slacking right now. It's just exciting to have football back, and the game last night was so fun. It set the bar pretty high for the openers for every team this season. Let's go over real quick. We're talking about things we're excited for, and you just mentioned the Packers receivers. Of the four of them, I'm clarifying that because Packers fans get a little they get a little crazy with 5 receivers, 6. Someone said 8 receivers in a mailbag the other day. The 4 that they have, the 4 that we're expecting to play a lot this season, who do you expect tonight? And they're going to take turns all season long being the alpha. But who are you expecting tonight to be a difference maker?
I don't know. Flip a freaking coin. I don't know. No.
Who do you think will be the guy?
I'm going with my guy to Michigan State, Jaden Reed. I took him in fantasy for a reason. I'm expecting big things. Second year, I believe, right?
Yep. It's crazy when you look at their rookies, the rookie tight ends last year. Jaden Reed, Wicks, they had like.
I do believe that with all this talk around Green Bay having these 4, very good receivers, some people are saying more. That Christian Watson kind of gets, left. It's flying under the radar. Like, I do like Jaden Reed a lot, but Christian Watson to me is their best receiver. And correct me if I'm wrong, but he was banged up last year, was he not?
Yeah. He had all the crazy injuries.
Yeah.
Did he get hurt during the Chiefs game? That's what I'm trying to remember. Did Watson pull his hamstring at the end of that? I thought he started that game really well and then wound up getting hurt. Let us know in the chat. I believe that's when he got hurt.
The Packers fan, they all love Romeo Dobbs.
Well,
and so, for great reason. I'd go Jaden Reed or Christian Watson.
Jaden Reed or Christian
I'll
Watson.
give you 2 difference makers right now. First difference maker, Ryu Hitsuya coming in with $2. Go Pat, go. Baby Wheel football's back on top. Second difference maker, Paul Schwag. Calling it Jair Alexander pick 6, saying that if he doesn't, he'll donate 20 in the next Packers live show. Thank you both for your predictions and donations. We appreciate it.
To match that too, because the $20 donation during a live show is a lot. If Jair Alexander has a pick 6 during the next Packer pregame live show, for 4 seconds, I'll wear the cheese head. For 4 seconds. Just to, a little
Why don't
bit.
you put it on right now?
No. Please no. This is too dangerous. I don't like having it too close. I'm going to go... Yeah, I was going to go Watson as well because I think he is the best of the bunch there when he's healthy. The problem is he's just never healthy. So it's nice that, starting the season, it looks like he's got things figured out. We'll see. It'll probably last like a week or 2. But Christian Watson, I think, could have not a breakout game because he's had his breakout performances before, but almost a statement game or a comeback. What about you, Ziggy? Who do you think of this Packer receiving core?
As you said, I'm coming live from the University of Virginia, so I've got to go with my guy, Dontavion Wicks. I think that the Eagles are going to put a lot of attention on trying to stop the big plays, and they're going to put a lot of attention on stopping Romeo Dobbs because he is sort of the guy, I think, in this offense. That creates a nice little opportunity for smart, crafty University of Virginia graduate, Dontavion Wicks.
There it is. That's the reason right there. Okay, the UVA grad. I always forget that about him. 50 subs for Paul to finish out the show with the cheese head on. Oh, geez, that
just put on a cheese head, dude.
It's no, you. I mean, you get it. If you're a Steeler fan, you don't want to walk around waving a Browns flag. You're close to drafting Lamar Jackson and calling him MVP.
I'd wave a Browns flag. I was in Heinz Field chanting "Let's go Browns" a couple years ago.
Really?
Yeah. Do you remember when?
To get in the playoffs.
Yeah,
to get in the playoffs.
I was huge on the Browns.
We might need a GoFundMe to get Ziggy a better mic.
No, Ziggy has a $300 microphone. It better not be a microphone.
Yeah,
problem.
are people going off?
I must be incompetent somehow. I don't know what's going on here, but I've got the gain on max. I'm talking right into it.
Yeah, I think it's a producer Zach issue for Ziggy's microphone.
Yeah, I mean, Zach, Zach doesn't show up anymore, so
I have him at full volume on everything.
Well, scream, man! They get a little louder then. Get excited.
Ziggy, just shout. Just shout. Ziggy, your Packers are playing tonight.
Oh no!
Do you realize that?
No.
Your Packers are playing on a Friday night.
We should send that thing over to where's Ziggy now? Wherever Ziggy is now.
Virginia.
Can
we say it at the top of every single time? The intro to the show is Robert Ziggy Ziegler at the University of Virginia.
I cannot wait to murder all these fans in a drinking contest. By the way, in Wisconsin, I'm gonna murder all these people.
That won't happen here. Deep throat the mic, Ziggy. That's what Ryu Hatsuya says.
There you go.
Sounds like the input is coming from the cam.
No, I double checked. It is not. The input is from Shure MV7.
Ziggy, are you a lizard person?
All right, let's go over to another important key matchup here.
Our friend Doe wants to know: is Ziggy a lizard person? I have to know.
No.
There you go.
Okay,
you just hinted at it a little bit.
Something else that I'm really looking forward. Isn't this a classic show? Me trying to keep it off the rails from like Jack talking lizard people, microphone's not working. The Eagles' defensive line.
$5 talking about Jordan Love's playbook as the Karma Sutra.
Yeah, it's chaos on this show.
we got a Jack is gonna die.
Anyone who's watching this show, I don't know how you're still involved in this right here. But another thing that I want to pay attention to, and I've read these stats now at least twice, but I truly find them just unbelievable. When comparing the Eagles D-line versus the Packer offensive line, we're gonna see some new faces on the Packer O-line, some new faces on the Eagles D-line, but it really was just crazy to me how much they dropped off the Eagles defensive line during the 2023 season. I'm gonna read it again. I'm sure people have heard this before, but it was just shocking to me. The edge rushers 2 years ago when they had the crazy Super Bowl run, 38 sacks. They had 16 sacks through 9 games last year, so almost on pace. And then over the final 8 games, only 4.5 sacks. Nothing for Josh Sweat. Hassan Reddick, who's gone now, but had 1 game with a sack from week 10 on. Jalen Carter, let's see here. Through 8 weeks, 4 sacks, 7 QB hits, 5 tackles for loss, 2 forced fumbles. The rest of the season, only 2 sacks, 2 QB hits, 3 tackles for loss. Like, completely different players or different production from the same guys. Jordan Davis as well. 2.5 sacks through 7 games, 2 tackles for loss, 5 QB hits, 0 sacks, 0 tackles for loss, 0 QB hits the rest of the season. Like, these guys have to be coming out with a chip on their shoulder because they were so disappointing. Like, the number 1 run defense in the league the first half of the year, 31st the second half. Like, if that second half of the year defense comes out, the Packers might seriously win this game like 49-20.
Yeah, I mean, to piggyback off of that too, these are 2 teams who the last half of last season, right? You have one of the best teams in football versus seriously one of the worst.
Yeah.
And that's why this game is so big. I know you talk week 1 overreactions all the time and stuff, but if the Packers come out on top and Philly loses this game, the narrative off the bat is Green Bay picks up right where they left off, and here comes Philly picking up right where they left off.
Sirianni's on the hot seat already.
Right, exactly. Yet if Philly wins tonight, is up. Philly's back. Maybe Green Bay is a bit overrated. Games like this can change a narrative like crazy this early on.
Yeah, I totally get it. Ziggy's now inaudible right now. I don't know what is going on from Ziggy.
Is Ziggy talking?
Okay, well, no, so here's you can tell that Sirianni is really nervous about this game, and you can tell that because he has a tendency when he gets nervous in press conferences to start rambling, and his press conference right before this game, dude was rambling. So he knows the stakes are extremely high for this game, right? I mean, if he has a bad season, he's gone, he's out of there. If he has a good season, he could add a Super Bowl ring. So big stakes for the Eagles, and you know, you don't like having a coach, I think, that's nervous because that bleeds into the locker room. It just does. When everybody knows there's that expectation of we have to do better or we're going to get booed when the plane lands, that's not very exciting stuff.
Ziggy's picked up a tell on Nick Sirianni, the rambling. He knows something.
Ziggy tends to know everything.
If Ziggy saw, could that even be like a little intel there for anyone who's looking to place a bet on the Packers tonight? Like Ziggy knows that Nick Sirianni's nervous for this one, so maybe there's something going on behind the scenes in Philadelphia. From Persistent X, he says calling Packers win on a walk-off field goal from their new kicker. Let me make sure I pronounce it right. Braden Narveson. Is that the correct pronunciation? I haven't. What are you laughing at, man?
It's not the
mindless void saying I was slugging a couple of cold ones before the stream.
You need to do that before you watch our streams. And then John Labish says Paul Farrington show to the moon. I like that's a great comment. That's a great comment.
That's a good one. It's not their kicker is not the Auburn kid anymore.
Anders Carlson.
Yeah.
No, dude, they got rid. I mean, Anders Carlson's the reason they're not celebrating a Super Bowl trophy tonight.
You're right. I liked him. though. I don't think he was that bad.
Yeah, I mean, he had his moments. Yeah, he had the kick to essentially send them. Packers fans got to think. Let us know in the comments section if you went. What is going on right now? Oh, here, everyone's taking the memberships. That's super nice. Packers fans, let us know in the comments section. Had you beaten the 49ers, how would you feel having gone into Detroit? Like, were you confident? Are you confident that you would have been in the Super Bowl had you beat San Francisco? What's laughing at here?
Ziggy, our buddy Brandon McCormick wants to kiss you.
Oh.
Would you down?
Ziggy, I mean, Ziggy becoming the Bachelor.
Casually let J.K. Zarada give 10 memberships and not say anything about it except, I guess there's some memberships coming in.
Oh, please. Is that not, I thought that was the one.
He's gifted 20 in there.
No, it's another 10.
Oh, it's another 10? Oh, my. J.K. Zarada, you got to slow down, man.
He said
we appreciate it.
He said he had it over the 50, but you wouldn't wear the cheese head.
Oh, wait. What if I put on... Oh, see, this is a moral dilemma here. This is a real moral dilemma.
What are the
you got to have integrity. Hold on.
Yeah, I'm holding on to it. See, this show is not just about the views. It's not about the money. This is integrity, right?
Paul, you ever seen the movie Bronx Tale?
No, but I know you love it.
Can I ask you something?
I love the Bronx.
Yeah, here we go. I know.
What do the Vikings care about you? Why do you care about them? So put on the cheese head for our sake.
No.
Why? The Jefferson, they don't know who you
Jack,
are.
The fact that the relationship here is parasocial and asymmetrical doesn't entail that you can just do whatever you want, right? Because it would still reveal a kind of viciousness in Paul's character if he were willing to put on the cheese head for a little bit of money. We appreciate that little bit of money, don't get me wrong. And J.K. Zarada, we appreciate your support.
I'd put on a Bengals helmet.
I kind of feel, having Ziggy on your side for something, it's almost like having like a Great Dane like protecting you or a lion.
He's never on my side.
That's why I associate myself so closely.
I don't think he's ever on my side. Are you ever on my side?
Have you tried being right?
I'm right all the time.
Ziggy just threw out a couple words that I truly couldn't fathom. I'm not sure what you said.
Who would you trust to save your life on an island by yourself, me or Ziggy?
Save my life?
Yeah, be like, if you're deserted on an island by yourself, you got to survive.
And no matter what, we're dead.
No 100%, 100% Ziggy. No offense. I mean,
it's not even close.
I mean, we'd have a good time. I think we'd have a lot of fun.
Were you a Cub Scout? Or a Cub Scout?
Me?
No, Ziggy. Yeah. Boy Scout?
Justin Zarad, just another $20. He said, at least Jack's still my boy.
Oh, yeah, he's my guy. I've liked him for a while.
I almost want to say stop. We appreciate it.
It's unbelievably generous.
It is super generous. We really do appreciate it. And we're up to 323 people watching right now. Yeah, Justin Zarada is being awesome right here. Everyone's commenting great things. We really appreciate everybody who's tuned in.
Paul's got some support from ZZZ. He said, "Respect, Paul. No way I'm putting on that Vikings helmet.
Hell yeah, brother.
I'd probably kick my own ass."
The great thing about the Packer Viking fan relationship here, and I've seen it get kind of what?
These guys are great. If I pronounce, let me. I think Koenig Reigns or Koenig Reigns.
See, harder than it seems.
Koenig Reigns. I let Ziggy do things to me under the sheets if the Pack win by 6. I mean, that's the comment of the day. Ziggy, if the Packers win by 6, I mean, you got to do that.
This is great stuff. This is great stuff. What a great chat. What a great show we're having here. This is why we
like doing the live stream with all these Packers fans.
The lives are amazing. We just lost 30 people from listening right now, but for good reason.
Yeah, that's it. They're checked. Well, they're getting ready for the game. And
you can only handle so much of this nonsense.
The game's coming up.
The last time we talked something football related was what, like 6 minutes ago at this point.
They got to get their pregame going.
If folks have any football related questions, please feel free to put them in here. I'd love to actually talk about this game instead of the weird sexual fantasies that Jack seems to be going on about.
Amigo, I'm reading our fan comments, man.
Ziggy, frankly, I think that you're becoming one of the sex icons of the 21st century.
I'm reading our fan comments.
100,000 subs, or members, or 100,000 subs. We're putting in a Bachelor video.
Ziggy as the Bachelor. I mean, Ziggy as the Bachelor would be so great, so great. All right, let's see. Yeah, guys, please. Ryan Dooley says this is getting weird, but I'm here for it. We guys, let me steer it back. Well, I'm sure we'll get back here again.
Oh, boo.
I'm doing the best I can to keep this show on the ropes. Okay. So we've hit a lot of different topics here. We actually haven't talked about Jordan Love or Jalen Hurts that much, even though we've hit. Who cares? I'll go to you first, Ziggy. Between the two quarterbacks tonight, who are you expecting to have? First off, who do you think has the most pressure on them to perform? And second, who do you think will have the better night?
I think that the answer to that is the same player, and it's Jalen Hurts. And that's not necessarily because I think the Eagles will win, but Jalen Hurts, they are going to, I think, just like Lamar Jackson was asked to do a whole bunch of rushing versus the Chiefs in a must-win game. Similarly, you're going to see Jalen Hurts being asked to do a whole lot of running as well. And I think that will make the difference for who is the better performance. Mm-hmm. But the thing is here, right? Like, the pressure on Jordan Love, if he has a mediocre game, you can say, well, it was a slow start to last season. You know, Jordan Love's still very good. We didn't expect him. I mean, you expect him to come out good, but he's against a great defense. It happens. If Jalen Hurts comes out and looks bad, it's over a season of bad play. We've committed to him for 20 years or however long with all these freaking option bonuses. Like, I think there's more pressure on him just because he's coming off a bad season, and you want to start this season well.
I think there's more pressure on Jordan Love. I think.
Why?
Their expectations are through the roof. Through the roof. I mean, the Eagles, Hurts was bad last year to end the year. I think
that's why there's pressure on.
But I think at this point, if he's bad, it's like, maybe he's just not that good.
Yeah, is that
not disastrous? They committed to 7 years and like $300 million to the guy.
Yeah, but Love balled out for like 9 straight games, and now everyone's saying, oh, like Green Bay's amazing. And now if he comes out and he like is not that good, it's like, oh, maybe this is just a fluke.
Paul Peterson said can't hear what so I don't know if people can still hear Ziggy or not, but can't hear Ziggy, but it looks dirty. Ziggy,
you people are gonna kill me.
I mean, some of these comments are incredible. The tush push one, love it.
Yeah, let's see.
Wait, what is it?
Let me go. Let me try and catch up here.
Tanner?
Are you going to play the full game right here? We're not doing the full game, but at some point we should probably do a live stream maybe during Vikings Packers. That could be fun.
Push my tush.
Who has more yards tonight, Jacobs or Barkley? I think Barkley will have more. By the way, off of what Ziggy said, Jalen Hurts had 157 rushing yards last time these two teams played. So, the rushing ability of Hurts, it might be underrated compared to like a Lamar. Or even Josh Allen. I think it's similar to Josh Allen, but last time he tore him up on the ground. So that's another thing the Packers fans will probably remember. I think that game was night in Philly. Isn't that when Jordan Love came in for the first time?
No, he came in versus Kansas City for the first time, right?
I thought. Oh, maybe it was Kansas City, and he looked horrible.
It could have been. Yeah, and he was horrible.
I was so excited back when I had hope. All right, what else? What comment were you guys cracking up at just now?
I'm trying to find it back.
It's Ziggy's tush push.
Dominator says, speaking of football comments, I would love to be under center with Ziggy snapping the ball.
No, we gotta stop. We gotta stop. This is too much.
Oh, it was this.
We got people giving money, saying things like my type of fantasy football. Thank you, Koenig Reigns.
It was the Ziggy's got to start an OnlyFans account. That's what I was laughing at.
This is so
it's
good.
It's Koenig. That's not hard to pronounce.
Blazer JL says this is why we had a couple cold ones before this show. LOL. I mean,
How
you
about a
have
real
to.
question? This guy, question for Ziggy. If the Eagles underperform this season, is Kellen Moore on the OC hot seat?
Thank you for asking a real football question. Not
No, we don't
making a
like real
joke about how
football
you want me to heat your seat or whatever. I mean, I think Kellen Moore, as an offensive coordinator, he's sort of going here to try and rebuild his career after some tough stops. Yeah, I think that if things don't go better for the Eagles of all the talent he has, not only will he be on the hot seat, he's not going to have as easy a time of walking into offensive coordinator's job as he has since he's left Dallas. Right? He went to the Chargers, was able to get a job there. Now he's going to the Eagles. A lot of pressure on him.
People are dying here.
With so many weapons, you have to have a good offense, right? I mean, if you can't do well with this Eagles offense, where will you do well?
Yeah, I completely understand that. Behind the scenes, producer Zach and Andrew are just dying at comments here. What's funny about Zach? Zach, throw yourself on camera for a second. Wait, read it.
That's the best comment yet.
Oh boy,
that's the best one yet.
Read it.
Our buddy Doe Soldier goes, I'm not even 2 beers in yet, and I would do Ziggy if he wore a wig.
Stop. No.
This is horrible.
Mercury Road
Ziggy,
asks, how many touches will Ziggy get?
Ziggy, you got fans.
You got fans, Ziggy. I mean, come on.
You're the man.
This turns into just chaos. Yeah, this is a football show for crying out loud.
Ziggy, who gets the first touchdown?
We spent time before scripting. All right, here's all the segments we're gonna do, and then it's a disaster.
Call of Duty Craft Gaming. Zach, we'll go to you for this one. Throw yourself on, producer Zach. Throw yourself on.
He asked Ziggy this question, but you know.
No. We're going to you because Zach is amazing with anytime touchdowns. Like that's just maybe it's a gift that Zach has. He hit like 8 in a row last year. And again,
and nobody took him, by the way.
Yeah, no, I never take it.
Well, that's why I don't want to take him. Which is, what did I take him to lose?
So he hit Pacheco last night. He said, "I love Pacheco," and of course, no one bet it, and it hit. So, right. Call of Duty Craft Gaming says, "Who scores first touchdown?" Betting my house on this. We'll take the pressure off Ziggy and go to anytime touchdown. Zach.
First person to score.
Maybe just give an anytime touchdown.
First person to score, Ziggy.
Yeah, no, it's first person to score is too hard to predict because there's the.
I mean, I gotta be honest with you. If the coin flip goes in Philly's way, it's Saquon. It's got to be Saquon.
I mean, Zach.
Good, Zach. Good.
We got to forget about the coin flip. But like this guy's betting his house.
Yeah, you're right. I still take Saquon.
Saquon first time.
I am in Philly. Now my anytime touchdown is going to be Christian Watson.
Really? That's your bet?
Yeah, he's
my bet. Have you put that in?
I have put that in. I put it in the chat today.
Again, we don't bet it.
Yeah, you're right.
Zach, do I tail you for the first time ever? Do you not want me on that?
Hey, you could tail me. I'm in for it. I think Christian Watson has a touchdown tonight.
Walter Goodwin.
Maybe I will.
Walter Goodwin says the single most important matter for the Packers is whether or not they can finally stop the run. Yeah, I think we all agree. If Hurts and Barkley get loose, it's going to be absolute hell for Green Bay, and then you turn AJ Brown, Devontae Smith loose, and it could get ugly.
You know what's funny about this game?
Please.
You can do the whole "Love Hurts" slogan.
Well, yeah, there's a famous song called "Love Hurts."
That's
just about how much love sucks.
Ryan Dooley, which starting QB
funny.
would you prefer to? If you were rooting, let's say Packers or you're starting the game tonight, you're a fan of one of the teams. Who would you rather have, Love or Jalen Hurts in this game? Who would you rather have on your side?
I don't even think it's close. I'm putting this back on, and I'm saying Jordan Love.
Andrew is giving a thumbs down across the room right now.
I personally think it's a no-brainer. I mean, this guy, I don't believe what he did the last half of last year was anything a flash out of the pan. I think he's truly amazing. I think Jalen Hurts is a little overrated. I think Love's one of the better QBs in the NFL. And I'm taking the kid, Jordan Love.
Robert?
I don't think anybody disagrees besides Andrew over here.
Did you just call me Roberts?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is I get you want me to be serious about this. All right. I mean, look. I think I'm going to stick with what I said earlier. I think Jalen Hurts is going to play better just because he adds a rushing element that Jordan Love doesn't. But that doesn't necessarily mean the Eagles' offense is going to be better or they're going to win. It's just that, like you said, it was 157 yards the last time we played.
Yeah, the last time they played.
Even if it's half of that, even if it's a quarter of that, that's a huge amount of production. You combine in the fact that he's going to get a rushing touchdown. I placed one anytime touchdown bet last year. It was a Jalen Hurts anytime TD. Shocking. It cashed. Ziggy always cashes.
Oh, no.
That's what we're up to.
Not like me, Ziggy. 8 in a row.
I would lean Jalen Hurts, but I think that's 100% my bias coming in this situation. But I would lean Jalen Hurts.
I think Love's better than Hurts. I really do.
I'm trying to remember my QB rankings. Did I have? I think I had Love over.
We all.
No.
Yeah. No, you did. I did too.
Oh God.
I put. Well, I had Love number 2 behind Russell Wilson.
Tanner Round said. I'm so sorry. I'm butchering this.
We just got a major first TD prediction coming in from J.K. Zarata.
What'd he say?
He said Josh Jacobs is 197 receptions without a receiving TD.
Oh,
True.
yes.
Love said he's going to make sure he doesn't get to 200 before he gets a TD. Jacobs with the first points tonight.
Well, he's also I think he's 5 away from breaking the all-time record for most receptions without a touchdown. And yeah, Jordan Love said there's no way that's happening. That's a big brain move right there. That's a big brain call. Tanner says, explain the pineapple on the table. This is legitimately just a random decoration. This is Pineapple Pete. My aunt broke him a few years ago because she got mad every time the Vikings scored. We pressed it, and we had a great game. So she slapped it off the table. I mean, I could show you here, but this could be a disaster. But this thing's great, right?
We're going to get demonetized now, too.
Oh, yeah. We need you to shut up, Pineapple Pete. We get demonetized for having the song play. I have no idea how long this goes on for, by the way.
Push it again. You push it
Yeah,
again.
just push it, turn it off. You turn it off.
I'm
push
afraid.
it, turn it off.
It's not that hard.
Oh, okay. There we go.
Hold on.
And
Isn't
now we get
Brazil?
demonetized, and now all this is for
No
nothing.
wonder your aunt got annoyed if you didn't know that you just turn it off by pressing it again.
Isn't it like midnight in Brazil? Like when at 8 o'clock here?
What?
How far is Brazil ahead of us? Isn't Brazil ahead of us?
No, Jack. It's
Jack, where do you
Ziggy
think
looks
Brazil is?
breedable.
Oh, no, stop. Jack, where do you think Brazil is?
South America.
Do you think South America like overlaps with Africa?
It's the other way.
Well, they're behind us.
They're behind us. Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know what time it is in Brazil.
6 hours. That's what the UK is.
And here come the comments on Jack.
Well,
Oh,
I feel
no.
like most.
Oh no.
I feel like most places that I know are like ahead of us. That's why I asked.
It was
What-
for
what do you
Ziggy,
mean-
and now we're hit Jack.
Jack is a flat. Are you a flat earther?
No, I think the Earth is round.
My roommate, my
Actually, I know
freshman
the
year
Earth is-
was at Notre Dame. Was
I
on the
know.
football team was a legitimate flat earther.
Yeah, we can't throw out names. We can't
No,
throw
I'm
out
just
names here.
No, I was doing so well with these Packers fans. They liked me, and now
Yeah. I am aware that the pineapple is that we're is that we're swingers, but we're not. We're not
look,
swingers.
Hey, Justin Zarata, $5. Jack, you just hurt my soul with that time zone comment.
Wow, I feel like you were about to be really proud that like he was backing you up. And
That's why I do what I do.
Yeah, this isn't a geography show. This is more of a. Well, I don't even know if it's a football show at this point. Okay, did we have another question there? What's going on? Aunt Patty's a Giants fan.
Space
by the way.
disco coaching does not matter. I still stick by
Oh
that.
no!
truly.
Please, let's not start this again. The coaching doesn't matter. Caleb's the worst quarterback ever. Running backs don't matter. It's oh god.
Johnny Manziel.
Oh yeah, the Colorado thing. By the way, like, drop in the comment section. Is Colorado a Midwest state or or West? What would you say? Or mountain zone, like mountain.
No,
West.
we can make a live poll.
Yeah, please, Ziggy, please make a poll. Can
You're gonna
you do that?
You're gonna tell me Denver's a city in the West? No,
It's not Midwest.
Denver's in the Midwest.
Sao
Yes.
Paulo is
All right,
one.
we've got a
yeah.
poll. Is Colorado in the Midwest? Yes, no.
Brandon
Live
McCormack,
poll.
is Ziggy going live on OnlyFans after this?
You know, this is actually a lot closer than I thought. We've got 35 votes in. It's only 75% no. I think it's only Jack fans voting yes.
Well, because it's not a crazy statement to say Colorado's in the Midwest. It's not like saying, "Oh, Georgia's north."
Okay, why
I
don't we
think
do
you're actually-
why don't we do some game picks here? We'll do game picks, and then we have that live Jack Cap of the week going on.
Here you go. Mountain West, Midwest is the same thing.
Yeah, actually, and Ziggy Dominator here. Gosh, I don't know how I get off topic so quickly. Like I'm in the middle of a sentence, and then I just instantly switch over to saying I need to take a Ziggy class ASAP. I will tell you guys, Ziggy's a phenomenal teacher. I used to take philosophy classes, and I'd be writing a paper trying to figure out an argument, and all of a sudden at the end of the paper, I'd be arguing against my initial premise, and I'd just like head spinning, walk into Ziggy's room like, please God help me, and he'd sit down with me for like an hour. Next thing you know, felt like a philosopher, felt like Aristotle. It was great. So Ziggy is, if you ever had the chance to take a Robert Ziggy Ziegler class, 100% do it. Let's go over to the game picks after Eric Wallace says Ziggy referred to Packers playing the Eagles last time. Oh no. Did you
I
actually
don't think
say
that's true.
last time we played them?
I don't think that's true.
Confirmed secret Packers fan? I really hope that's not true. 20-foot python in hiding. The way Ziggy looks at me with those beautiful eyes. Oh, jeez.
Well, Paul, come on.
Okay, let's go back to the game picks. I'm sorry. So game picks for tonight. We'll all do one right here. Why don't we start with Jack? Jack, who do you have winning? Green Bay or Philly? 2.5-point favorites, I believe the Eagles are.
Yeah, so I'm going to just rally off a ton of factual statements here, okay?
Classic Jack.
Back to back to back to back to back. You ready? For the fans, for Ziggy, for Paul, for Zach, for everybody, Andrew watching, for my mother watching back at home. Fact number 1 is Caleb Williams stinks. Colorado is Midwest. What else have I said on this show?
A lot of brain power right there.
Coaching doesn't matter. At number 4, Green Bay blows up Philly tonight in Brazil.
Okay. All right.
What does blow up mean?
That's
how many points are we talking here?
I think Love in the offense balls. I'm going to say 31-14 Green Bay.
31-14 Green Bay. Okay.
Get back on these guys' good side.
Yeah, that's a big win. Okay, let's go over. Zach, how about you take this one? Throw yourself on camera, man. Throw yourself on camera. Come on, have some fun here.
I'm going to be taking the Eagles tonight. I know all you Packers fans out there. I'm taking the Eagles. I think Jalen Hurts gets back on his high horse, and yeah, he just gets back on his high horse, comes back to reality.
These guys are killing me.
I gotta. So Zach, let me know. And I'll go to Ziggy on this. Ziggy, do I have a moral obligation to pick one side or another here?
You have a moral obligation to tell the truth.
Okay. So in the preview show for this, in the game picks, week 1 preview, I went Philadelphia, but I did say before that I think Green Bay is going to win the game.
I appreciate Rick's too saying that's why you behind the cam, as if like that's the only thing stopping us from being in the NFL or these opinions.
Ziggy, he's saying that's why I'm behind the camera.
You see what else Rick's too said, Ziggy? He asked you a question.
I am gonna.
Whoa! This Doe Soldier guy hit me with the can't grow proper mustache.
Horrendous.
Right.
Back to the prediction. I'm gonna go. I do think Green Bay actually wins this game. I think both of these teams are gonna get in as wild cards at the end of the year. And look, there's a chance that this game could actually have like 1-2 seed implications or wild card. Like this will probably be a very important game towards the end of the season that we look back on. I think Green Bay gets the better of Philly in this. Philly does have more I would say Philly's a more talented team. But the vibes out of Green Bay have been unbelievable this offseason. It sucks as a Vikings fan to say that, but every single story that comes out is just good news about the Packers. I love the one LaFleur walking off the plane and the Brazilian fan being like, Matt LaFleur, hello, how are you? It was just so funny too. I'm going to go Green Bay wins like 24 or 27-24. That's what I'll go with.
So you would take the -2.5 alternate line.
I would alt line Green Bay, -1 or +136.
That's good value, though.
That's the actual line, by the way. Yeah. I've been paying attention to it. Unfortunately, yes, I'm going with the Packers. And now what everyone wants to hear.
Yeah, I hope the fellas stay in for this because this is a lock of the year.
No, not you, Ziggy.
Oh,
nobody cares about the cap of the week.
Everyone wants to hear what Ziggy's going to say.
You're hyping that up for me, Paul. I'm like, you're hyping that up.
No,
for me.
when we get there, I'll hype it.
I was going to say
well, first of all, I just got to say, J.K. Zarata said that he trusts me because on the last mailbag he picked up Jalen Polk solely based on my recommendations.
Jalen Polk. Jalen Polk.
I'm calling it Jalen. You can't say there's an apostrophe there.
Yeah, Jalen Polk.
Jalen. There's an apostrophe between Ja and Lynn.
Rick's too is killing me.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead,
Ziggy.
You don't need to know their names. You just need to know how many receptions they have. Look, on our prediction show, I predicted the Eagles, and I very rarely change my mind. But you just look at the vibes of these teams, Paul, like you said. Matt LaFleur comes off the plane. The Packers look completely confident, like they're ready to play. No, I'm disgusted too. You look at the Eagles. You've got a nervous head coach. You've got a team that can't stop talking about how much they don't want to be in Brazil, how much they want to be playing somewhere else, how much pressure is on them. Like, it's crazy, right? It seems like the Packers are cool, calm, collected, and ready to play, and the Eagles just aren't. So the mental aspect is big when you're playing in a new stadium, when all of that's going on. That puts a ton of pressure on you. And if you're not mentally there, you're not going to win. So I'm changing the prediction. Packers 33, Eagles 28.
Ugh.
And because we did miss it, I want to say go Pack. So asked us, what do we think of Madden 25? I'll be honest, I have not played Madden since Madden 17, so I don't have a whole lot to say.
I haven't played
But I
Madden
don't
in
know
a
if any of
while
you guys-
either.
Oh, we played NCAA 25.
Yeah, right. That was fun.
That was fun.
I haven't played Madden in a bit.
I haven't played it yet. I might get it. I don't think
the
I
thing
bought.
about Madden is just it's all Ultimate Team now.
Yeah,
There's no the franchise mode's been ruined.
No, I do like playing Madden. But yeah, it is mostly Ultimate Team. I'm gonna get NCAA 25. Like that's the one I'm probably gonna do. But let us know what you think. I'm sure it's good. I heard it's getting better because I know for a while when we were a little younger, people would hate on Madden a lot. But I've heard it's gotten a little bit better at least.
And we appreciate you. I don't want to say her name, but I have to. Go Pack.
Yes.
Go back.
Can you believe that? I predicted the Packers to win, and then I just said go Pack. What is happening to me?
No, I'm not really happy with it.
And you said we.
Our King says collab with Tom Grossi. I would love to collab. like that's the thing. We would love to
Yeah, that
collab
would
with Tom
be- that would
Grossi. I
be
mean, he's like the
unbelievable.
king of this kind of stuff. So
We are ants compared to Tom
I-
Grossi.
yeah.
I can probably outdrink him though.
If anyone knows Tom in the comment section and sends him a DM, like, yeah, we would 100% bring him on and have a little fun, a little back and forth.
Yeah.
Tom
Oh,
Grossi.
if anybody knows Tom, that'd be huge. If they can help us out a little bit there with that, like that'd be awesome.
Yeah, that. Oh,
Imagine what tonight in Green Bay is probably like with the Friday night football game. I mean, how much?
That's probably unbelievable.
Oh my god!
I've never been to Green Bay. I'd like to go to Lambeau Field one day. I will definitely be there for Notre Dame, Wisconsin, hopefully in a couple of years. But that vibe in the city, it has to almost feel. I'm guessing it's like a high school, like a huge high school football town, like vibe to it. Like when there's a Packer game, it's just everyone is going crazy. Town shuts down. It's unbelievable. Bars are packed. That has to be so much fun.
Hold on, can I just answer 20-foot python and hiding's question?
Sure.
He goes, Jack, where is Brazil located on the map? I know Brazil's in South America.
Brunei, you idiot.
What did he say?
Oh, where's
Brunei.
Brunei located on the map? Well, does anybody know that? I mean, like, come on. Brunei? Near India? Am I right?
By the way, I just putting it out there. My guy hit 20 more subs gifted. That's insane.
Wow, that is super nice. Oh yeah, you see all these subscribe.
It's
Wow.
unbelieve
Membership.
Justin
Jeez.
membership.
Wow.
Yeah, this is awesome.
Yeah, thank you very much. We
Members of
really
the
appreciate
PFS
that.
Army.
He said
Yeah.
Mercury Road bars are
That's-
always
Yeah,
packed.
I don't even know what to say.
I mean, for the
that's incredible.
Just to put it out there not that it's totally late. They could still join the.
Oh yeah. For everyone who's becoming members right now, thanks a lot, Justin. That's super nice of you. For anyone who's becoming members, if you go over, so if you look in our community page, okay, there should be a members only chat that was put out sharing our ESPN Pick'em League password. So if you go over to the community page again, you could click the link to join our Pick'em League. Like you can still get in now. What the way it's going to work?
We're only one game in too.
Yeah,
so
we're only
if
one
you-
game in.
if you
Like, I
get
picked
to
it
it
correctly.
Disadvantage.
Yeah, like I picked the Ravens to win last night. If you
Did you really?
yeah, I picked Baltimore.
That is incredible.
Figures.
Why? What's wrong with that?
Figures.
Can I get insider?
They were a toe. They were a toe away. It wasn't a horrible pick. They were like
Oh,
what?
finish
No,
your
they were
spiel,
toe away from tying.
No, from
They were-
losing. No, from losing by one. They would have gone for two and missed it. That's what would have happened.
They are you kidding me? Inside the 5-yard line with Derrick Henry, Lamar
Yeah,
Jackson,
they would've
Mark
missed it.
Andrews. Like that would have been anyway. If you go over to our ESPN Pick'em League, you can put in the password and join. Throughout the entire season, we're gonna do Pick'em games like just straight up every single week. Whoever has the most wins by the end of the year will get a PFS merch bundle. We're talking about prizes right now. Could be a jersey of your choice. Could be some gear from the show. Maybe a combination of both. We're figuring that out. But every 4
I'll
weeks,
sign a Jordan Love jersey.
yeah,
I'll do
people
it.
want us to sign a Jordan Love jersey. I mean, I would do. I don't know who on earth would want a signed Jordan Love jersey from us. You could just get a Jordan Love jersey. But the other thing is weeks 4, week 8, week 12, 16, we'll have individual competitions for that week, and whoever wins will get a free shirt from the show. And hopefully we have a better selection. We'll have a selection from our Shopify store that you could send us and figure it out. So go ahead and we'll post another one. We'll post the password again for everyone who's becoming members during this episode. And that'll be fun. It'll be fun to go head to head a little bit and see how people do. What's so funny here?
Nah, just somebody said.
Yeah, someone had a funny comment. But look at this. CP 2023 said, come down for a Badgers Saturday and a Packers Sunday. Like, am I nuts to think that next week I think Wisconsin beats Alabama? I think they're gonna beat him in Wisconsin.
Listen, as a big Badger, I mean, there's Badgers merch. There's all over this
Yeah,
basement.
this is the Badgers podcast too.
Yeah, I mean, look at this right here. This is Wisconsin dad right here.
Paul's sister went there.
Yeah, it would be nice to go out to Wisconsin.
I
That's
mean,
fun.
Cam Brennell's going to be rocking that Saturday.
Okay, so we got
2 more major super chats coming in. One from Christy McCosowitz. Love you guys. Enjoy the Love Hurts Bowl. Thank you very much. You're always a big time commenter. We appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
And of course, John S. coming in with the super chat. Just blank. That's really a flex. You don't even have a message. You're just putting your name out there.
Thank you very much, Christy. The Love Hurts Bowl is gonna be. It's gonna be good. Like this is such an awesome game to start the year with. So hopefully you're enjoying the game from wherever you are tonight, a bar, at home. Good luck to you guys, even though we're Vikings fans. And thanks again, John, as well. Great blank comment. That's
And then
awesome.
we got another one.
Ryu Hitsuya says, see you in 16 years. Signed a Vikings fan.
Read Doe Soldier's
See you in
comment.
16
Read
years.
Doe Soldier's comment.
Doe
too.
Soldier says, Paul Farrington show is Paul's sister fair game asking for a friend. Oh my
was
God.
engaged to Paul's sister at one point. This is a bit of show.
And hold
lore
on,
that I
let
think
me
gets
answer.
underdiscussed.
She's not fair game because she's mine.
Yeah.
Doe Soldier's got
That's
to
a
back
great
off.
comment. That's
Doe
a great-
Soldier's got to back off.
That's a great comment. All right, we have to get going here. So let's before we end up here, Jack, the cap of the week, and then unfortunately we have to sign up. Or sign off. We'll go longer next
Yeah,
time.
I have 413 people listening to this. But
yeah, this is
it's-
important here. The Jack
it's
cap
a-
of the week.
It's a funny story. I'm also taking Green Bay on the money line tonight. I'm going to parlay it with my cap. So hopefully they all ride with me. But today I was at work. It was a Friday. I was happy. I was eating lunch. It was an enchilada, right? And my coworker looks at me. She goes, Jack, you know what's super, super funny? I don't know if you knew this, but every year in a city called Las Cruces, New Mexico, they have an enchilada festival. I'm like, no way. Like, are you serious? I got to check that out. Anyway, Las Cruces is home to New Mexico State University. So my cap of the week, college football lock of the week, is New Mexico State plus 22.5 at home Saturday night against Liberty.
All right.
So I'm going to parlay the Packers and New Mexico plus the points.
Oh, New Mexico State
New Mexico State plus the
plus
points.
22 and a
Go
half.
Wolves.
All right, against Liberty.
Against Liberty.
Our good friend
Get that
Moise.
crap out of here, Jack.
I hate the
Get
Flames.
that crap out of here.
All right. Well, we appreciate everybody. This has been awesome. A great live. Getting up to approaching 400 people, and now immediately drop off when I say that. We appreciate everybody who tuned in. Week 1, it's super exciting. We'll try and do a lot more of these as the season goes on. It's cool to see everyone and interact, and we appreciate all the comments. Some really funny comments tonight. I mean, Ziggy. A little applause for Ziggy for being a trooper here. Little bit of bullying action from all of us going on, but it's a lot of fun. We appreciate guys, and yeah, maybe at some point I'll throw on the cheese hat, but again, integrity, not tonight. So enjoy the game, everyone. Good luck to Packers and Eagles fans, and you guys will be back later tonight. I gotta go hop on a plane, but you guys will be back later tonight reacting to the game. Man, Ziggy, I can't wait to see your reaction to this. I'm very excited to see it as a viewer myself. We'll see you guys next time.
Thanks to everybody that donated today, especially Justin. Thank you very much.
Yeah,
And
thank you very
John.
much, Justin.
John said it. Okay, I'll make a comment, Jack. I'm drinking Milwaukee Best. PBR is great too.
There you go.
Sure is.